is the study of what it means to be human. This encompasses many subjects such as classics, history, literature, and art. All of these subjects explore the human connection, tradition, and feeling. It is important to learn this because we are all human, so we can learn about ourselves and society. Publius Vergilius Maro is one of the greatest poets of the golden age of Roman poetry, and what he considered his masterwork, the Aeneid, has gone on to become one of the most influential pieces of poetry ever. It tells of the founding of Rome, a society without which would leave us in a very different world today. 1773 painting by Jean-Bernard Ristout shows Aeneas meeting Queen Dido. In the original text, Virgil describes Dido as beautiful, surrounded by a large crowd, acting like a goddess, and in an in-progress temple to Juno. Ristout makes Dido look every bit like a queen and goddess by having her seated and tended to, with a large crowd around her. Ristout even manages to capture the mist that Aeneas and his companions are shrouded in. This is a recreation of the sack of Troy using Lego bricks. This scene appears in Book 2 of the Aeneid, lines 260 to 267. When the wooden horse is opened and the Greeks start pouring out into the streets of Troy, burning and pillaging on their way. The creator here, while limited by resources, makes the scene beautifully. The horse is masterfully crafted, and it looks like the Greeks are actually burning the temple and ransacking the city. And now for something completely different. In contrast to the Trojan horse, we have the Trojan rabbit, which is designed by Sir Bedivere in Monty Python's 1975 Monty Python and the Holy Grail. This is a play on the Trojan horse from Virgil's Aeneid. They do a good job of trying to put a funny twist on this millennia-old tale. It is mostly a faithful recreation, except that it is a rabbit, and that the Knights of King Arthur unfortunately forget to get in the rabbit. When they realize this, Sir Bedivere suggests that they build another large wooden animal, this time a beaver, but he is shot down by King Arthur. Later, the rabbit is catapulted back at the Knights, and they are forced to flee. This is unlike Virgil's Aeneid in that the Greeks were able to get inside the walls of Troy using trickery, while the nasty English Knights were not. This is a 3rd century mosaic depicting Achilles dragging Hector's dead body around the walls of Troy. Virgil has a vivid description of Hector, whose body is dirty and filled with grime, and has swollen ankles. I think that the mosaic doesn't have the best depiction of Hector's dirtiness, but it does do a good job of depicting Achilles in his famous armor and that he is dragging Hector.